want to be magnetic, sexy, healthy, and abundant. Angelika is an international speaker and trendsetter for women's wellness and leadership. And you are listening to the SOB Radio Network. Hello, my friends. You are in for a treat today. I would like for you to meet this incredible, amazing, radiant lady that is going to change your life if you allow her to. Her name is Maria Allyn, and she is a life coach who works with midlife women, 45 to 60, and maybe a little bit above, hopefully, who are feeling stuck, afraid, and can't seem to find a way to move forward. She partners with those women to find meaning and purpose during this transformative stage of their life. She has created a program which is called Midlife Mastery, which eases the struggle of midlife. After suffering herself for years, she decided to take control and find a way to be her own life strategic planner. This program was born through those discoveries. She is happily married and a mother of 3 feisty girls and loves the satisfaction of coaching. She received her master's degree in organizational development and leadership coaching from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathy. She's often referred to as the Midlife Master and has a thriving virtual private practice. So I want you to welcome Maria Allyn. Maria, wonderful for you to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome. So, first of all, where are you? Where are you from, Maria?
Well, I am speaking to you from Maryland in the United States.
Oh, beautiful Maryland. I've never been there, but I know I have heard it's beautiful. Is it horse country? I've heard something about this. Lots of horses there?
Oh, I do not know. Now, I am not far from Washington, D.C.
Yes.
So I really am not too sure. Right now, we're enjoying the cherry blossoms.
Oh, my goodness. How beautiful. How beautiful. I live in the Bahamas, and we have blossoms here. Ourselves are very pink and very yellow, the yellow elder. And
it sounds heavenly.
Yeah, but the cherry blossom is very, very special. So one of these days, I may come up to visit with you.
Oh, I hope you do.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Maria, we would like to find out a little bit about how really did you get started in midlife coaching?
Yeah, well, I started midlife coaching really as a selfish way, I have to say, of just fixing my own ails. And a lot of times we hear that coaches end up practicing in what they need to learn themselves. And it's certainly true for me. I started midlife early, and with it came the usual aches and pains. And I'd always heard growing up, and, you know, these things get passed down from generation to generation, that it's just a time in our lives that we have to suffer through and just bear with it until it passes. And I realized as time went on that not only was I feeling achy and all of those physical symptoms, but I began to feel that there was a black cloud over me that I just couldn't shake. I started to question what my path was, what my legacy was going to be, and who indeed is Maria? Who is this authentic Maria? And it took teeny tiny baby steps of just moving forward in that journey to really reclaim myself and to get in touch with who I am, to find my passion, find my purpose. And I realized how it absolutely turned my life around. And that's what propelled me to go back to school and get my master's and just dedicate myself to helping other midlife women who were stuck, who are stuck like I was, and to guide them to finding their what's next. So, boy, it was a full journey for me.
Isn't that amazing that really what we sometimes are going through or need to learn the most is really what we are also best at teaching, because we have experienced it or are still experiencing it and are just a few steps ahead, right? So can really relate.
Absolutely. And I think that the clients that I work with, they feel the empathy that I have with the situation that they're in and my passion for the possibility. So when you've gone through it, you certainly deliver a true relationship and a true conversation based on your own past experiences.
Yes, that is so true. And this is so relevant to our audience, because our audience, the audience for this show, is really midlife women. Well, I mean, we say 50 and up, but for some, it already starts at 45.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of us out there.
Yes.
We're living longer. We're making a lot of money. And because of that, we are in a position to have choices.
Yes.
So it's a good time.
And so many women are waking up to that because, at 45 and 50, your children are out of the house and so many women are asking themselves, who am I? And what is next for me? What is my life all about? After having been serving and loving and caring for and taking care of family and children and everything else. So it is so relevant. And today's midlife woman, is so powerful.
Oh, yes.
As if she really wants it and steps into that power herself, right?
And it's possible. Those journeys to bliss, to whatever you have on your bucket list, to whatever your dreams are, they are possible. Yeah. And what I find with my clients is that it really starts with them being able to give themselves permission.
Yes.
And that's permission to let go of what a woman should be doing at her age, what is appropriate and what you've always done, the shoulds and coulds. And once you touch that part of you that gives you butterflies, it really is hard to find your own path and to get out of all of those distractions of shoulds and coulds.
Yes, because those are the labels. Those are all of the layers. I always say we have to peel the onion, get to the core. And all of these layers are what we have accumulated over our lifetimes in opinions and beliefs and limiting beliefs and illusions from others that we somehow took on and started to believe them. If somebody tells you something often enough, you start to believe it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it is a process that takes a lot of consistency and a lot of courage. When you start changing, it affects all of the relationships around you, and not always for the better. And you have to be prepared for people who want to stick you back in that mold of whatever their vision of you was. And it can be quite a journey, but it sure is satisfying at the end.
Yes, I know this from experience as well. And sometimes it is necessary to let go of a relationship that is not appropriate anymore, which is painful. And it seems to be easier for the younger generation, but we were kind of trained that this is not okay.
I think you're absolutely right. And I also think that it's easier for men to let go. Women really are very happy within a tribe of women who support them, who have common interests, and it really gives them part of their purpose, that tribe. Men seem to have the ability to turn feelings off when it comes to relationship a lot quicker than women do.
Yes. Well, they're not so deeply involved in their emotional body. I heard something that was so interesting, and it was just a visual for me that I found so funny. They said, if you throw a man, if you attack or if you try to push a lot of emotions on your partner, on your male partner, it's like dropping him in the middle of the ocean. He can't see the land.
That is so funny. And usually their life raft is their wife or girlfriend or their female partner.
We see the land, right?
Yes.
We can recover.
Yes, and are usually helping to drag them to the land with us.
Yes, so often. So, why midlife coaching? Although you have already, explained some of it, the importance of it, because we are at that point in life, 45 to 50. There is a kind of a crisis. Our bodies just throw us into something that we have never experienced before. And
absolutely. Absolutely. And I think because of that, to change the perception of midlife into being not one of a crisis, but one of a gift, can sometimes be hard to do. But I truly believe that midlife is a gift. Yeah. Like you said, our children are usually out of the house, and if they're not completely out, they're using the house for a closet, or to do laundry. Yeah. And it's your turn. It's your turn. The problem is a lot of midlifers get stuck and become paralyzed with indecision on how to proceed. Exactly. And of course, time keeps going by.
Yeah, exactly. What's next? And that's where the coach comes in, where the mentor comes in. That's where you step in, right? To take them by the hand and say, okay, this is, let's find out who you really are, right? So why do you think, Maria, the conventional wisdom or opinion about midlife is just plain wrong, or, it's not really how you see it?
Well, I think that there are a couple of factors. Primarily our media. And we've been bombarded with images of women past a certain age just not being of value anymore. We're bombarded with messages that we aren't attractive anymore, we're not vital anymore, and it just isn't true. A lot of us in society has been brainwashed to believe that. Yes. And what we're finding, and I hear people really speaking up, and I hear causes starting to support midlife women, is that we are, like you said, very powerful and very vibrant, and we have a lot to offer society. Absolutely. So the tide is starting to change.
Yes, I can see that too. Even though, and it's a very interesting dynamic. Because we still live, when you see all of the marketing, we live in a youth-oriented world. So there is the big money is made on anti-aging and, not only preserving youth, but cheating life. And there is nothing wrong with if you do it gracefully. You feel so many women just plainly give up, or they feel they don't have their worth anymore. They're not attractive anymore. They're not desirable anymore. And that is so wrong.
It is so wrong. And I tell you, what better company than a midlife woman who has a sense of humor that you just can't wait to be around, who has life experience, who has wisdom, and who still has energy to participate in whatever may be around her.
Yeah.
That's a good experience.
Absolutely. And I think, Maria, that's really where you come in, because you probably see that that gift that the woman that you coach really has, and the passion for something, but she may not know how to align herself or connect with that inner gift, and and create her freedom, actually, her passion, her freedom, her joy, and live that freedom, those freedom years. I call them freedom years, really with purpose and with choice.
Oh, yeah. And the transformation that takes place during coaching, I don't know who gets more out of it, the clients or myself. To see somebody just come into their own is just almost not almost, it is miraculous.
Yes.
And when somebody gets in touch with what their gifts are and starts pursuing what gives them butterflies in their stomach, there's nothing more beautiful than that.
Absolutely. Connect with their soul, passion, with their soul purpose, what inspired them and what made them giggly and all excited when they were little girls.
Oh, yeah.
They're inside. So, that's so exciting. I really can feel your passion. And
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
And from my own coaching, I know that, yes, the money is important, but the satisfaction of seeing the transformation and seeing a woman come alive again and really love herself and start to enjoy that second part of her life fully. That is really the greatest satisfaction, right? Or pay.
It really is. It really is.
Yes.
And not only does it transform the client, but it transforms the world. Yes. Midlife women have gifts that need to go out into the world. And if they are not shared, we all lose. So it really is a gift to the world, becoming authentic and just living passionately and living fully. We all win with that.
Yes, I fully support that. And I have this slogan, and my clients and those who know me know it for many, many years now. I believe, and I know this from within my knowing, the wisdom of within me, that women are the pillars of a new consciousness.
Oh, I believe that.
And that's why we need to step forward, step into our highest potential, into our brilliance, create freedom and abundance for ourselves and share it with the world. Because the old paradigm is crumbling.
Yes, it is. Yes, I do agree.
So you are so necessary. I mean, the world cries out for a mentor and a coach like you, because this is the time. This is it. The time is now. It's not maybe in 10 years. And so it's right.
It's right now. Don't let another day go by. Don't wake up and just live that day by default.
Yes.
Let's get started on this journey.
Yeah.
And let's start moving towards everything that you ever dreamed that you would accomplish. Let's do that. And it's possible.
Oh, that sounds so amazing. Let me just ask you, because in your bio I read you created this course, and it's called Midlife Mastery, and you have become the master of that. So what is it? What is Midlife Mastery?
Yes,
Maria.
Midlife Mastery is a journey that a midlife woman takes. And it's from the beginning of the journey where we explore where they are. We explore what has shaped them. We explore what voices in their heads are indeed valid or not valid. And we just take an honest look about the reality of where they are. Starting with that, we move on and we start to decide, what is it that makes us light up? What is it that makes us happy? And we take baby steps until we start accomplishing some milestones and we start to see some momentum. And as we start getting successes, the energy comes and the knowledge that it's possible comes. And we start to really go and really start to explore what the world has to offer and just take it. Go out and take it.
Yeah, so it's really a journey.
Once we realize that, we set a strategic plan in place that lets us know what action steps and lets us know what steps we need to take to get to our destination.
Absolutely. I know this so well because my own program starts with that. Crystallize your goals. It's kind of your GPS system. As you say, you need to know where you are and you need to know where you want to be in a certain period of time. And then all of the signposts, all of the path to that needs to be mapped out. And you help your clients with that, correct?
Oh, yeah, that is correct. And I think one other important part that we explore together is just getting rid of all of past shame. We realize, looking through adult eyes, that circumstances happen because we were doing the best we could.
Yes.
And we get empathy and we forgive ourselves for, we carry a lot of shame that blocks us from moving ahead. I remember when just throwing this out, I remember when I gave a speech in 3rd grade and they all laughed at me. So, boy, I can't speak up because they'll laugh at me. We explore those crisis moments.
Yes.
And we look at
you
them.
certainly overcame that, Maria. I mean, you are so brilliant and vibrant in how the way you speak, your passion comes through your voice. So you are an amazing example of how to overcome any and all of these limiting beliefs that you may have adopted in early childhood or at any stage in your life.
Oh, Angelika, I thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the truth. So when I see it, when I hear it, it just really comes through. And I'm very intuitive, so I feel that.
Well,
my goodness. So that
really is, quite a passion of mine. I talk to so many women who are, on antidepressants. And of course, there's a place for medicine. I'm not discounting that. But women who are just trying to find an answer to what is causing them such a disconnect with themselves.
Yeah.
And it really comes from, you got to go within.
Yes.
You got to go within and make changes.
Yes, relationship with self. And it's so, you need to have compassion for yourself because something is happening to you that nature has designed for you and which is cruel in a way.
Right? You're right.
So we have to really get into our soul self and soul power and purpose and bring ourselves to use that actually as a step into greater wisdom.
Oh, I think that's so true. And it really is a process.
Yeah.
When you've been serving other people for decades, whether it's a husband or children or whatever the situation, it's a process to take those hats off and to just find Maria's hat or whoever's hat it may be.
Yes.
So it really is a process when it comes to self-discovery.
Absolutely. Maria, this could go on forever and ever. And something, I really would like for you to come back.
I'd love to.
Because we have just scratched the surface here.
Oh, I'd love to.
I also would like to share with our listeners how they can get in touch with you. So if you would be so kind and share your contact information. And you indicated that you may have a gift that you want to share as well.
Well, I do. I would like to invite all of your listeners to please go on my website. It is www.maria, Allyn, ALLYN.com. And you'll find a calendar right on that homepage where you can schedule a free 45-minute clarity session. And I'm offering this to all of your listeners, and I'd like to give you all a chance to speak with me and have you walk away with some sort of starting point to begin your journey. Try to find out what one of those big issues is that's blocking a forward movement and come up with some sort of plan to start the process. So I welcome you to do that, and I'm just very anxious to speak with all of you. And speaking with you also helps me know what's needed out there for midlife women. And it helps me with my coaching.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Well, Maria, this is so generous of you. And then I always love when it's a win-win situation. As you share, as somebody else shares with you, it brings up, we all mirror each other.
Ah, yes.
And we all grow together. And that is so valuable. And this is how I see the world, once women step into their power, step into their brilliance and into their highest potential and become the leaders that they have been designed to be by nature.
I like that. I do.
So, Maria, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we ran out of time for this time, and I really would love to have you back at some time, not too far in the future, and just continue this amazing, powerful, and so very needed conversation with you.
Thank you so much for allowing me to come on your show, and let me know, and I'll be back.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.